Daniel 6:15a. I'd like to use this video to discuss the shafel, which happens to be an infinitive. That's the final word of Daniel 6:15a. This verb is the only shafel stem verb in the biblical Aramaic of Daniel. The biblical Aramaic of Ezra has this verb and also kaf lamed lamed as a verbal root. And together, these are actually the only two verbs that show up in the shafel stem in biblical Aramaic. The shafel stem appears for the first time in biblical Aramaic for biblical interpreters, page 83, where it's introduced as a causative stem. That having been said, it looks like in biblical Aramaic the shafel is not a very productive stem. Obviously, there are only two verbal roots that are in it. Is this also the case in Imperial Aramaic, the Aramaic outside the Bible of roughly the same time? Well, let's look at an elephantine papyrus. These words, let's zero in on them right now. So, this is from the textbook of Aramaic documents from ancient Egypt. It's this particular text, and if we transcribed it into the square Hebrew and Aramaic letters, they would look like this. We have the ad preposition before it, and then we see shin zayin beit, which tells us we're looking at that same rescue verbal root. There's not a prefix before it, so this is the suffix conjugation. It's a perfect, and you can see the suffix, the vav, that's telling us it's a perfect third person masculine plural, and then the ni ending, that is the first person common singular suffix pronoun. So altogether, this means until they rescued me. Now, the shafel, that stem, is actually quite rare at elephantine as well, and also in the Qumran Aramaic documents. So it appears that it's restricted to the use of certain verbal roots, such as this one that appears also in Daniel 6:15.